I want to welcome you to our uh, weekly devotional. I often dwell on this idea of the love or God's love and our love that God has said that we should seek to do, seek to be, seek to have. So I want us to look again at a very short passage. And I want us to think about this idea of love as we should be as Christians or who we should be as Christians as we live our life on a day to day basis in a time when things are often difficult. And it seems like everything this year has turned into frustrations and difficulties. I know people are at odds or at their wits' end with sometimes teachers and the teachers with parents and children with all of the things that are happening in our life today. And as we look around and the loss of jobs and the difficulties of making the ends meet. I want us to think about this as we meet people on the street, as we work with our families, as we work with teachers, as we work with parents, as we work with children, whatever it might be. In Romans, the 13th chapter, we're going to read verses 8 through 10. He said, "Owe no one anything except to love each other. For the one loves, for the one who loves another has fulfilled the law. For the commandments, you shall not commit adultery. You shall not kill, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not covet, and any other commandment are summed up in this word: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no wrong to a neighbor, and therefore love is the fulfilling of the law." And we know that a neighbor is anyone who is in need, that one who is hurt, that one who is unable to deal with the situations at hand. And sometimes it's difficult for me to go into town or to even be close to a group of people. And for some reason, there are times when I become easily stirred, and I have this thought in my mind that would go against this idea of love. And I think that each of us find ourselves in that position. But we must look at ourselves and begin to realize that as a Christian, Christ died for us. That love that God showed us through the giving of his son is an immense love. And none of us deserve this forgiveness. And yet God loved us enough to let his son die on a cross. And as we look at that idea, that we as Christians ought to take on this persona, this willingness to love those who are unlovable, those who are at odds, those who are angry, those who are suffering, those who see themselves in such a frustrated place that they cannot cope. He says, love them, love them. So as we go through this week, let's strive to remember this love that God has shown for us. And that if we are going to be partakers of that love, then we must love others as he loves us. We must be willing to look at others and see their hurts and their pains. We must be willing to care for them, to give them that which they need to see God. I hope that you will consider this thought of each person you see this week in frustration and difficulties, that you would see through your eyes the love that God gave you and then give that love to someone else. I want to thank you for being here today, and I hope that you have a blessed week. We'll catch you sometime toward the end of the week. Thank you.